statesmen, artists, heads, and representatives of civil society organizations and NGOs.
Well, to shed more light on this, we have the pleasure to have with us over the phone our dear guest, Your Excellency, Ambassador Wafaa Bassim, former Assistant Foreign Minister. Good afternoon, Your Excellency.
Good afternoon.
Your Excellency, Ambassador Bassim, of course Egypt is exerting all efforts and is for more than 15 months is trying to send lots of humanitarian aid to the Palestinians. But today, the significant day that the Tahya Masr or Long Live Egypt Fund is sending hundreds of trucks today. How did you follow the news?
I followed them with a lot of appreciation, though I'm absolutely not surprised. Egypt has always extended a hand to the Palestinian people, our Arab close neighbors, friends, brothers, and whom question we consider the key question for stability, peace, and security in the region. Before the attacks on the 7th of October of 2023, Egypt has never spared an effort to provide the Palestinian people in Gaza with all what they need, whether medical supplies, whether schooling material, whether housing material, whether needs for infrastructure, plus, of course, other humanitarian aid, including food, water supply, energy, fuel, all of this. From the 7th of October, when the attacks started on Gaza, Egypt continued to do that very willingly, and until the closure of the Rafah crossing on the Palestinian side by the Israeli occupation, Egypt was the largest donor of humanitarian aid given to the Gaza Strip, despite all of the difficulties and obstacles that were put before providing this humanitarian aid. According to UNRWA, according to the United Nations, issues like OSHA, for instance, Egypt has always been the first in the front, whether to provide from its own with, as you just mentioned, the partnership between the government and the civil society, as well as the Egyptian Red Crescent, or helping the entry into Gaza of humanitarian aid provided by other donors, whether international organizations or other states. Egypt has always had a very firm position as far as what is happening in Gaza is concerned. Egypt has never accepted the fact that there was an intention and a mean intention to displace the population of Gaza outside, and so to dilute the question. The other thing is that people in Gaza should remain in their own home despite of all what is happening, but also its readiness to hold consultations, conferences all over, and it was a few weeks after the 7th of October to tackle what is happening, whether on the peace process roadmap or as far as humanitarian aid is concerned. Now that the borders, that we have the ceasefire, again, thank you to strenuous efforts where Egypt participated all over the months, very, very strongly and with a lot of willingness. Now that the crossing is open, despite it's originally a crossing for people going on foot or for persons and not for goods, but we opened it for the purpose of having humanitarian aid inside.
Yes.
Today, Egypt is launching the biggest convoy with 2,000 tons, and altogether until the opening of the crossing, as you kindly mentioned, there are more than 4,000 tons of humanitarian aid between medication, food, supplies, material to put on tents, and also medical equipment. But we also open the crossing for the very urgent and needy medical cases of wounded, of sick people, of terminal diseases like cancer, or also who have kidney issues. We are opening not only the borders, but the hospitals, and the hospitals not in the neighborhood, but until Cairo itself.
Yes, Your Excellency, Ambassador Bassim, also in this convoy, which is the biggest convoy of humanitarian aid that Egypt sends to Gaza, equipped by Tahya Masr Fund, there are also a number of ambulances, cars equipped with medical equipment and all the needed medicines for the Gazans.
Yes, of course. As I told you, now it's the time also for medical help and urgent medical help that is organized. We have seen a few days ago the Minister of Health with the Minister of Social Solidarity at the crossing, preparing, putting the last touches for preparation for not only the social and humanitarian aid, but also to the medical aid. The hospitals in Arish and Sheikh Zayed are already preparing, and I think they received already some patients and some wounded of the Palestinians coming from Gaza. And the second line is around or all along the Suez Canal, with hospitals specialized and that are also ready to receive all the patients that would need urgent help, and even less urgent, but who are with chronic diseases and need help and need treatment after long months of being denied this treatment, which of course had an impact on their health situation.
Yes.
Then also some major hospitals in Cairo itself are ready to receive the most critical cases, and we are hoping to be able really to present all the help needed to our Palestinian brothers at this level, at the level of the medical care, because already we know what is being done as food supplies and equipment being now in Gaza.
Yes, Your Excellency, Ambassador Bassim, it's not only the biggest convoy sent by Egypt, organized by Tahya Masr Fund, also Egyptian doctors. There are more than 2,000 Egyptian doctors who volunteered to go to inside Gaza Strip in order to provide help for the wounded Palestinians.
Yeah, this is quite clear. It is within the plan of giving that urgent need, covering that urgent need, together with the cooperation of international humanitarian organizations, and not only, this is what we were mentioning just now, it's not only the government, it's also the civil society, individuals who are volunteering, as you say, civil society, the Egyptian Red Crescent, all of these now are coordinating their efforts to present and to give the maximum they can. I'm not sure yet if Egyptian doctors and health sector providers can enter into Gaza, and what are the conditions there?
Yes.
Because it's not enough to have a doctor. Do you have a hospital? Do you have a place? Do you have a shelter? Do you have beds? We know that the most damaged sector in Gaza, north and south, has been the medical sector, and it is on purpose. So now it's not enough to have a place. You can make a makeshift hospital for the very urgent cases as emergencies, but of course we will need to have more sophisticated, more advanced equipment, beds, supplies for the more advanced cases.
Yes. Your Excellency, Ambassador Bassim, the convoy is operating under the slogan, "We share for humanity." How did you read the slogan?
I find it an excellent one, and but it is, let's say, it is the first priority, but still other priority will be reconstruction, negotiation of peace, and the return of just and durable solution for not only Gaza, but all of Palestine, with a state viable, credible, that would have its capital in East Jerusalem, to get within the framework of the state, the two states for the solution.
Yes. Also, what Egypt, since the start 15 months ago, since the start of the crisis, Egypt did not also stop the humanitarian aid and the medical supplies in order to send them to Gaza before the Rafah crossing border was closed from the Israeli side, of course. Give us an idea about the support Egypt made since the start of the crisis.
Well, the support has been humanitarian, has been political, has been economic, and also a great work as far as the negotiations are concerned, receiving delegations, participating in different initiatives, participating in all the meetings that took place together with Qatar, the US, and with other partners as well. The stand we take at the United Nations and the General Assembly, either as a state or together with the like-minded, like the Arab states, the group of Arab states, the non-aligned, the Islamic group, and so on and so forth.
Yes, I thank you very much for your time. Thank you for your valuable information, Your Excellency Ambassador Wafaa Bassim, former Assistant Foreign Minister. I really had the honor to have this phono with you. Ladies and gentlemen, a short break and I'm going to be back with you.